Okay, so this is a game called Spire Falls. From what I've seen online, it's a single dev. There was a previous Spire game that was like a classic roguelike game, like a classic roguelite style game. And this is kind of like a Daggerfall. A little darker in like tone, I feel like. And it definitely gives off some like Daggerfall, Morrowind vibes. You'll see what I mean immediately when I get into like dialogue and stuff like that. It's like, oh yeah, that's just straight up Daggerfall. But anyway, I saw this game pop up into another, like a YouTuber's video. It was on my For You thing on YouTube, and I was like, okay, that looks interesting. And I clicked on it. I was like, okay, cool. And then I looked at it on Steam, and then I looked up just like a regular gameplay video of it, and it looked exactly like something I would want to play. I was like, oh, okay, this is like a game for me. So I better check this shit out. And then I bought it, and I played it for 6 hours, and then it crashed. But those 6 hours, I was having a great time. I really, really liked what this was going for. So I'm not going to do like a full playthrough or anything, but I did want to play it for a little while, and you know, show people what it's about, and maybe get a couple more eyeballs on this, because it's a cool project. So I think I'm going to start a new save, and then maybe I'll show a little bit of my save from 6 hours in. But the big thing is that this generates a world like Dwarf Fortress, another game that I really like, and that's fucking cool. It's really cool. You'll see what I mean in just a second here. I hope that the recording stays okay, because I know this is going to use like 100% of my CPU. So we'll just keep. Well, you know what? We'll a solid spire. We're going to keep the world size the same. So I mean, you can go up to 25 kilometers squared, which is kind of cool, but we're going to stay 10. Yeah, you know, I'll just show you. Here, let's go. So here it goes. Uh-oh. Yep. This is exactly what I thought it was going to do. I'll see you in the recording after the fact. But this is about as smooth as it's going to be. It only takes about a minute. We'll see. I really hope OBS doesn't crash. I don't know, I'm a little nervous now. Okay. To yap. Okay. Alright, I hope that wasn't a total disaster. Oh, and it killed my stream. It killed the stream, because I think it interrupted OBS. But that's okay. The recording hopefully is fine. But let's continue here. Alright. The stream is reconnecting. Is it? That whole process totally fucked my whole stream up. But anyway, so here is the character creator. You can pick from a handful of different classes. Right now, the like the backstory here, Mysterious Stranger. This is just you're drawn to the Spire, right? The Dark Spire. There's three races: human, feline, and Facebook, and then you have male and female, and then your different, like I guess your origins, like your land of origins. I don't know the difference between them, but it, like here, it doesn't even really have a description. Just says he came from nowhere, right? So then he came from northern tundras. I don't know what effect that has. The race is pretty consequential, because you have different buffs and debuffs for disposition for people of different races or the same race. Like I said, there's no other backstories right now, and for the different classes, it seems like there is like there are advantages and disadvantages to each of them. And I don't know if it has any effect on what people think of you. I think that there is, like excommunicate. I'm not really sure. You can be a naked guy. Hold on one sec. Alright, stream's back up. I don't know what happened. Just killed OBS. Alright, and alright, we're good. So, the other thing is age, height, weight. I don't know what effect that has, but I do know that if you make your guy, like, really fat, it does affect, like, the size of the character, actually. So, I don't know if that affects other things. I don't know. Maybe, like, walk speed or something? I don't know. It doesn't seem like it. But anyway, so we're just gonna start here. Alright, solid crewman. He's a deserter. That's fine. And then, the only option here is immortal for right now. I don't know what difference that makes. But I do want to mention something real quick, is that, the dev, from what I've seen, has been posting updates every week, like every Friday. And, the reason I wanted to start, a new world, just, for the stream here, is because there was another update today. It seems every Friday he posts one. And this one was specifically regarding NPCs. The last one was about factions. Yeah, this is a very systems-heavy game, if you couldn't tell by the fact that it generates the world before you play. But, anyway, let's start. So, we're gonna end the tutorial, because I already get it. But yeah, here's the world. This is Devil Spire Falls. So this is just the morning. The tutorial tells you that, hey, you want to get to a town before nightfall. So let's look at our map. So we're here, spawned right by Risenholm Cave. There's Small Rooster Village. Now, something it took me a second to realize is that it actually tells you the suggested level as you move the mouse further from where you spawn. You can see, like, up here is level 50. It seems like that's as high as it goes. Is this the Spire? Yes, it is. Okay, so the Spire's right there, actually. It's much closer. But anyway, that was weird. The music was, like, overlapping. But, yeah, so let's look at our inventory real quick. So here's the inventory. It's very Elder Scrolls-y, but a little hard on the eyes, I will say that. It's like, it's got this, like, marbled tabletop, or countertop kind of, texture here. I did get used to it pretty quick, but, it was a little rough at first. But yeah, so it's kind of what you would expect here. We got our magic, which I haven't really messed with. Skills, this is very Daggerfall-like. I mean, look at some of this shit. Is there climbing? No, there's no climbing, but I know you can climb. You can climb, which I was like, okay, Daggerfall. But yeah, pretty much a skill for just about everything, and they raise the experience as you use them. Athletics is already up 36 experience. They didn't. The dev did nerf some of the stuff, which is probably good. But your experience gain was really rapid, and I found that I was already maxing stuff out at, like, in 6 hours. I had maxed, like, 15 different skills. And charisma in this game is really powerful, because then you can have other people train you, and people will, like, give you free shit. I found that, like, playing instruments and then having high charisma is really, really good. But let's go over here to this village. And sometimes you do get stuck on, like, an incline. And the game suggests that you climb, which is interesting. But yeah, here also you can gather stuff. There's like survival-esque components. Not really. I mean, maybe not. Maybe that's not the best way to put it, but here's crafting. Also, you can get hurt from falling off, like little inclines there. Small rooster village. Level 1 villager. Alright, so let's talk to this guy. Shukik of Small Rooster. Okay. Oh, okay, so this is all new. So this wasn't here when I played yesterday. So from what I was reading in the update notes, that they added services here. This was just one line before. Yeah, and I can see here. So this top line is all services that you can pay this person or something. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. So you can see here, since my level is too low in like bartering and stuff, I can't see the exact value of stuff. It just says cheap, worthless, above average, stuff like that. But yeah, so these are different services that you can have them do. That's really cool, actually. But yeah, so a couple of things here. You can try to join their faction, and as you can see here, up here, this tells you all of the factions that this person is a member of, and that includes stuff like their race, you know, like their job, for example, their town, their family, but then also things like the church that they belong to, things like that. I think that's pretty cool. So like, it's like, okay, you can try to join them, but right now my disposition with them, with all of them, is 0 because I just started. And if we just go here, I can show you. So there's the build menu, so you can build like basic stuff, like a house or whatever. You need a higher level for that. But then we have the journal, and this shows you all the things that you discovered already. So, you know, felines don't really care about me. Nobody cares about me, really, but because I talked to this person, now felines are here. But obviously, like, reptilians aren't there yet, but if I talk to one, then it'll pop up on here as something that I can keep track of. So I discovered, and then a bunch of other stuff here. So this is all the stuff just from talking to this guy. And here's quests, just that one that says we're drawn to the Dark Spire. People, we talked to this guy. I don't know how in-depth this is, but it'll, I mean, I guess the main thing is it'll tell you if they're dead. Locations. Also, like, if I go here, there's fast travel. If I want to fast travel here, it's very Daggerfall-like, which is interesting because it doesn't seem like the world gets as big as Daggerfall. So, I mean, this was like 100% necessary for Daggerfall, but for this game, I found that once you raise your agility a little bit, you can sprint across the place just really quickly. But anyway, let's talk to this guy again so I can show you some other stuff. Here's a quest. So they all have unique quests, and these are all obviously proc-gen characters, and everything is proc-gen. But there are quests here, so this person is saying, they asked me for level 1 bolts to replace ones lost or broken during training. The master will come to check in 2 weeks, so it has to be done before. Oh, that's interesting. So it even gives them a little context about this character. So this, I guess maybe this person is an apprentice, or maybe they're a slave. I have no idea. This was ordered by the late king. I was promised 6 purple. The late king? Huh? Okay, so then we get 6 purple potions from that, and we get a bunch of experience. It took me a while. I did not realize it when I started playing this game, but there is actually a character level. So I was just paying attention to like our skills leveling up, but yeah, like you can see here, by the time I realized that I had leveled up 7 times, and you get 2 attribute points per level up. And the big thing is that strength it increases your carry weight, and I think it also affects the knockback when you hit them with something like a mace, because in my playthrough, when I was hitting people with the mace, they were flying back like across the world. It was kind of incredible. But anyway, the other thing here is, you know, obviously we got barter. I'll show you the training menu. But this costs disposition, so you can see here it costs 26.25 disposition, and this person, I have 0 with this character, so there's nothing. But here, oh, and also you can recruit them. So you can recruit anybody in the game as long as their disposition is high enough. And if you get your leadership, or whatever that skill is called, maybe communication or something like that, or speech, you can get up to 3 followers. So that's pretty cool. But here, now you'll see it right away. Now that's just Daggerfall. This is a menu. Where is the, who is the leader of, where can I find, where's the closest, what is the closest, what do you think of, and what do you know about? And then, yeah. Nuts. It's nuts. I will say, the one thing I always, I don't know, I've always, like, fantasized about, like, a crazy game where you can, like, talk to anybody and ask anybody about anything in the world, but, the dialogue always ends up being very dry, and because it's proc gen, right, it's just, it's not, like, handcrafted, so it doesn't feel unique, because it's not unique. So, like, if you ask them about this, somebody with the exact same disposition of the same race is probably going to answer the question in the exact same way, right? So it feels like it does... games like this have the consequence of feeling like they have a little less character, you know? However, I do think it's really cool, and I guess maybe if you treat it in a different way, like you treat it like in the same way that I would treat something like Shadows of Doubt, you know what I mean? Where it's more like it's an actual detective thing. Like you just want to know about, you know, the man room, which is a monster, and that's it. Then I think as like in like a utilitarian way, it makes sense. But I wish somebody could crack that nut of like, how do you make this seem a little bit more unique per character? And sometimes they have like personalities, like they'll answer in a specific way. But I don't know. I think what I want, it just is, it's beyond what could ever be possible without, like, AI text gen, which is, you know... I guess if you could just say, like, feed the proc gen dialogue into a very small LLM and say, rewrite this in the tone of this personality, in like, this style, and then it spits it back out to you, maybe that would be it. If you had like, if it also proc-gened very specific personalities for these characters, and then it gave that information to an LLM, and then gave it back to you in a very customized way. That's maybe this is such a fucking tangent, but I've thought about this a lot because there's a lot of games like this, and they're all doing the thing that I want, but I don't know how to make it better. You know what I mean? And that's, unfortunately, I know everybody hates AI. I don't fucking care. But I think that really is kind of the solution to these massive proc gen things where if you wanted to feel unique, you couldn't possibly write every line of dialogue for every single question. Who is, you know, where is, and then have every one of the several thousand proc gen, like generated characters in the world. It'd have a unique dialogue option for each one. That's just not ever gonna happen. It's not possible. But anyway, that aside, let me show you something else here. You guys remember that funny wheel in Oblivion that I love so much? They kind of got that here, and it looks confusing, but it's not. Now, sorry, my head is blocking the surprise box, so you can see here, like, joy, anticipation, trust, anger, disgust, sadness, fear, and then behind my stupid fat head is surprise. The important thing here is that underneath each of these emotions, there is plus 2x, plus 1x, plus 0x, minus 1x, minus 2x, and you can see up here disposition. So we're at surprise. What these lines actually mean is that if you talk about this topic, it will result in this emotion. And then you can see down the line, so then you go to joy, and then it gives you the options that you would have if you went there, or anticipation, or anger, and they're all different. It's I actually really like this system. It's very much like the Oblivion cheese slice disposition minigame, but this feels a little bit more sensical, kind of. So it's like, I don't know, I think it's like, if you're angry about something, you might react to a topic differently than if you were surprised or disgusted by something, right? So, like, let's see, as an example, we're in surprise right now. This is the start. If we talk about adventure, it brings this person joy. However, if we started angry, talking about adventure would make this person have anticipation. Now, you know, it's kind of arbitrary, but I appreciate this the setup that's going on here. And little tip here. This I liked this way more when I realized that I could do this. If you just type the first letter of each of these dialogue options, and I don't know why I tried this. I just tried it because I was like, I bet you this works for some reason, and it works. So like, A for adventure. Adventure really is a joke. And then it brings this person a lot of joy, and you can see here the disposition is now 3. Let's go to politics, then nature, and I'm just gonna, oh, okay, I did wear that out. And then if they're joyous now, we'll talk about crime because it's a 0 times multiplier. And then we'll go to adventure, crime again. We'll talk about magic because it's a +1 for anticipation. Then we'll go history because it's trust. Religion goes to anticipation, history, religion, and there we go. And then we only have one thing left here. That's the other thing. It'll show you, it starts with 2. So you can use each prompt twice at the start of any new dialogue, any new chat. And that increases as you get better at speech. So right now my 6-hour character has, like, they start with 4 uses of each topic. But anyway, 18% disposition, you know, not incredible, but it's a lot higher than 0. So their dialogue will change, their demeanor will change. If you're at like above 75% disposition, they'll start like kneeling and bowing to you, and they cannot get enough of you. They love it. But anyway, oh, music changes. So yes, you can just attack anybody. Alright, oh my god, this person's running. Luckily there's a slope there. Okay, Shakik of Small Rooster is dead. And then we can loot their body. They have not a ton of stuff. We'll just take everything. Alright, happy music comes back. Well, not happy. As happy as it gets. So here's some inventory stuff. As you can see here, there's a lot of different slots for pieces of armor or just pieces of clothing. So like wristband, we're not wearing one, so let's put one on. Stone necklace, and the accessories seem to give you buffs. So magic power up by 0.05. Short pants. Medium, oh, never mind. Take those. Medium shirt. What's better? Okay, this is better. This is better, okay. And then we also got a mallet from that guy. I saw they updated this as well, because it didn't previously say that you need the building skull to even use it. But yeah, we got a free tool. Now there is like mining, and you can chop down trees, and all sorts of shit. Anything that you would assume is in this just by looking at it and reading the premise of what this is, it is there in at least its basic form. So that's kind of the thing that that really struck me. I was like, man, I gotta check this out because it's exactly my type of thing. All right. Oh, hey, look. There is a reptilian. Greetings. So we discovered a reptilian. And let's see real quick. Let's go to our status. Oh no, journal. People. Well, I don't know how this happened, but Shakik is dead. Greetings. And then yeah, we could do this whole thing again. Okay. That was not a good one. Anyway, Let's see, villager. These villagers, I've noticed, they kind of look like Planet of the Apes characters, like old Planet of the Apes, you know? I don't know why. They're all, I think it's like the shading on their cheeks and stuff like that, and their eyes. I don't know what it is, but they just look very strange. But anyway, let's oh no, that's not it. Let's go a quest. Let's do a quest. Steal. Okay. Okay, the Taj of Small Rooster asked me to steal Kadothas of... Oh! So another person in town. So they want me to steal this person's short pants. Wait, you're asking... They're right there! Oh yeah, there's a dodge. It looks like a pelvic thrust. We could crouch. I don't even know how to steal. Are you barter? What? So they don't. I think at a certain barter level, or maybe it's charisma, they will sell you their they will literally sell you the clothes off their back. Okay, here's a Wadaref. What's your quest? Everybody wants me to steal. I'm not stealing. I don't know. I actually don't know how. What is wrong with these people? Oh yeah, and here's a. I don't know what these are called, but there's an altar here. I don't know what this building is called, like with this stuff in it. It's a cauldron and an orb stand. Now this game has something that that I think is so fucking cool. I haven't messed with it at all, but it has like spell making and enchanting and stuff like that, just like Morrowind. And I think I have less experience with that in Daggerfall, but I know that stuff exists in there as well. This is probably more similar to that, but I love just making busted shit in Morrowind, like making a potion to like buff your intelligence, and then making like more buff intelligence potions using your new intelligence. Like it's so ridiculous, and then you can stack it until it's like plus 9,000 intelligence, you know, or you can do like stamina regen like 1,000 per second for the next 10 million seconds, and then never worry about stamina again. It's awesome. I love that. I don't care if it's exploity. It's a single player game. I love that the systems allow you to do that. You can get really creative with that stuff, and this game also seems to have some of that stuff, although I haven't messed with it yet. Let's see what this person's quest is. Collect one cider. Do you guys want me to kill anything? Go back in here and see if the other people are a bunch of fucking filthy thieves. What about you? What do you want me to do? They want me to collect stuff. Yes, steal. So more collecting. Let's check this last house. Okay, nobody's here. Alright. Well, let's look at the map. Let's go... see, I don't want to go to caves. I will say I don't like the caves as much in this game. I like the prisons and stuff like that, but the caves I don't really care for. Because... excuse me, the caves, they're like pitch dark, and I just find that having to deal with like carrying a torch or a lantern is just too annoying. And the rewards just aren't there, in my opinion. Maybe they're there later in the game, but they're not there right now. What was that noise? Oh! Is that attacking me or something nearby? Yeah. What are you attacking? Look at this guy. Idiot. Oh. So you can see here, our movement is pretty slow. We're pretty weak. There's stuff up here. Maybe we run up that way. I see it on the minimap, but it's not on the map yet. What's this side? Also, the proc gen has like funny, just like sign placement just in the middle of nowhere. I've noticed that the roads seem kind of incomprehensible. Sometimes they go up like a 90-degree angle. I don't know who put a road there at a 90-degree angle, but, you know, maybe, don't. Maybe put it somewhere useful. So we're just gonna fast travel. Usually, I've found that if you're going any amount of distance, you will almost always get stopped by a monster, which is very much like Daggerfall. Okay, so we're in a prison here. This is very, it seems like there's a lot of people here. Very busy. Oh my god. Oh wait, they're just waking up. Oh my god, this is amazing. I haven't seen this happen. Oh. I could pickpocket that guy. Oh. He fucking Matrix dodged. Oh, he kicked me. Oh. Okay. Let's kick that guy, yeah. Oh, they all heard that. He's dead. Alright, and then he has a bunch of stuff. His chest. No lockpicks. Do you have any lockpicks? Just take everything off them. Their naked, bloody body. Also, hey, look, a grindstone. If I had something to sharpen this with. Who's deer? Oh, no lockpicks. Lucked out. Oh! Okay, so I'm hitting their armor. Also, the other thing is every item has durability, so sometimes, like, in the middle of combat, your shit will just break, or you'll break something of theirs. Alright. There he goes. Alright, yeah. Okay, no lockpicks. So anyway, this is kind of, the gist of what's going on here. What I want to do is I want to go to the title and then open up my, my save. Now, I will say... oh, we're carrying the pickaxe here. Here's my followers. They're all in their... They're all almost max level. So, I found that if you find, nomads, they seem to be really high level. They were just level 45 nomads wandering around, and my charisma was so high that I could just give them a couple of things, get them at 100% disposition, and then invite them to my group. It was, actually pretty easy, but, the reason I wanted to show, like, this is because then you can see, like, what difference it makes. Like, my jump is nuts. And this is just after 5 hours. Now, obviously, the reason I'm here is because my game crashed. I actually already did this. It crashed, and that was the reason why I stopped playing after 6 hours. Even though I was really enjoying my time. So, bear in mind, it is early access. You know, it's still being actively worked on. And I've noticed, and Dev, if you're watching... I did mark a bunch of these things as finished, so I'm up here because I did all this stuff already. I didn't do this stuff, but I did all these. Now, when my game crashed, the only stuff it saved from my map was from a manual save, hours earlier. So like you can check stuff off if you've cleared it, and that was annoying. That's kind of what made me say fuck this. I'm just gonna not play it right now because I was like, I just did all this other shit and they're not marked off the map. But I do want to show you. And there was a note about change in the AI for companions. Oh, wait, never mind. We already did this one. Move. Let's go to another one. Let's go... Did I do this one yet? Okay, we arrived safely. Wow. Really lucky. Especially at night. Oh, I haven't seen that before. That's cool. Somebody swing at me? Okay, just some tomes. Oh, we're over encumbered. Let's go. Okay, and also when they block you, so you can't walk through them, but when they block you, sometimes I can't. It says hold E to push or ask them to move, right? Which is very helpful, but it's not helpful when you're in line with the doorway and there's a prompt to close. So like right here, if this was where I was stuck, I would not be able to ask this person to move. The only way to do it then is then back up into here. And then pray to God. And then once you ask them to move, their collision goes away, which I appreciate. But let's trade just so we can... So you can see their reactions are a little different. He's very happy to see me. Give him the spear, copper hammer, great sword. I'm gonna keep the musket. Oh yeah, there's guns. Check this out. Oh, I accidentally shot the light. Anyway, muskets are cool. Everybody likes muskets. Which bronze mace, that's what I'm rocking. Alright, let's go towards these gurgling things. Oh, they're nomads. Okay, nomads also, they have a tendency to be completely naked. Okay, let's wait. Let's wait until, let's say, like... Actually, just wait until dawn. Interrupted 4 hours in. Whoa! Headless mule. I haven't seen that before, that's cool. Oh my god, it had silver coins on it. Oh my god, I'm encumbered again. Just drop this. That's fine. The reason I want to wait is I want to show you in the... Oh my god, again. Oh, that thing really got me. Okay. Well... What are they attacking? Oh my god, I think one of them accidentally hit my I think one of them accidentally hit my people. Uh-oh. Check this out. Oh man, I want them to go flying. It's a slime. Oh, there he goes. It's funny. Alright. It's constant interruptions here. And you can see the frame rate kind of tanks. I think the more time you spend outside, the worse it gets, it seems. Okay. now that it's daytime... What's wrong with you? You're good. Oh, is everybody dead except for the horse? Well, okay, well here. Check this out. Look at them go. It's amazing. Whoop! They accidentally killed me. Well, I gotta admit that was a little buggier than when I played. That never happened. I didn't get any accidental deaths. I didn't even know that they could friendly fire you. That's actually awesome. But, yeah, no. So, that's Devil Spire Falls. This probably wasn't the greatest light to show it in, but genuinely, for about 6 hours, I had a lot of fun. And I'm very excited to see what the dev does next. They're obviously keeping up with it. They're posting updates every week, and it all looks great. They're adding on to the systems that already exist. The only thing this game is missing is that we need some thick baddies. I guess they kind of have that already. A lot of these characters run around naked with their tits out, but. You know, it's they're not very pleasant to look at. But yeah, no. Oh wait, what? Oh, you can just respawn? Oh, we're immortal. Huh. That's right. I haven't died yet, and you can see here I leveled up. But no. This game, it rocks. It rocks, and I want to see more of it. The game does get faster. I know in the beginning it probably looked really slow, but it does get faster as you level up, and the things around you level up. It gets more dangerous, obviously, as you saw. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do. I guess if there was maybe the last thing I should show... I'm sure we'll be stopped by monsters. Yep, of course. So we're just gonna sprint and jump. And you can see the frame rate is really getting killed. And I could probably like... Oh, there's more nomads? I don't know why I just... I don't know why I was getting achievements. Sorry, I know you can't see anything, but I see the... I see the green blip. Let's go. Oh. Also, when you go into people's houses, you, like... No. What? Come on. Move. Let's go to sleep. Okay. So this isn't the town I was looking for. Is it this one? Look at that. Here we go. Yeah, this is the town. So I just wanted to show you real quick. In this town, I built a house. I also built a basic crafting station, a chest that is forever open and it's clipping, and a table, which is also another crafting bench. Like a higher level crafting bench. But I built this house, and I just put all of the crafting stuff in here, and a little thatch bed, because I don't have any leather, because I didn't do any hunting. But yeah, like there's you can forge weapons and stuff like that. You can fix your stuff up. Use the grindstone, so like you can see my mace. That's the only thing is fuck me if I know which one it is. This one here, it's a bronze mace +2. Then it was just a bronze mace, and then I got it to +2 with the grindstone. And then the chests are infinite, which I appreciate. There's 640 pounds worth of shit in here. I don't know if you can get robbed or anything like that. That's what I was a little worried about with putting that chest out in the open outside, I was worried that maybe NPCs would take from it, which, I mean, if you're building up like a town, that would be cool. Also, this torch holder, I put the torch in and then it went backwards, so that's a bug. But, anyway, yeah, cool. I built this house with my own 2 hands. Apparently, Gold Summers Jose leveled up. For some reason. Oh, and here, let me show you this. This is the climbing. Now, this looks goofy because we have to do this going up a ladder. But bear in mind, you can do that for the entire game. Like, any surface you can climb. I would like to get down, though. You do sometimes have to use the climbing, skill. Oh, you're stuck. You have to use the climbing skill to get under things as well, because if you use it here, then you basically go prone. And they like to follow me. But yeah, here, so... I actually thought that was pretty cool when I realized that in a cave, there's like a little section I couldn't enter because, you had to climb, like, to go prone, and then slide in it. And stuff like that is pretty neat. Now, obviously, I don't need to climb as much because my guy's, his acrobatics is so crazy, but... Let's just do a little bit of climbing. There we go. And theoretically, you could do that on any tall surface. Maybe even on the Dark Spire. I have no idea. Oh, I just wanted to try it on the chimney. And wouldn't you know it? Now I'm standing on the chimney. Anyway, yeah. It's a little goofy. It's a little wonky. I know a lot of people like to use the word janky. I don't know, like, the climbing might be a little janky, but in general, I don't think that this game is that janky. It's just, it's designed in a very specific way that I appreciate and I like. And I really like what they're going for here, so if you're into the same type of shit that I like, then check it out. But, yeah. Anyway, please fix the map markers on when they on autosaves. That would be nice. Also, if this lady right here, I don't know, I know it's hard to tell. This is a lady. If you could make her more like a hot, big boob, like hyper realistic woman, that would be pretty cool. But no, in all honesty, this is very cool. It takes a little getting used to. It in every way, it takes getting used to even just look at the menu sometimes. But yeah, I think I've said all I need to say. I obviously like it. So there you go.